backend project for Paprika. So the main goal was to get allergen information and specific dietary preferences from restaurants. So right off the bat, I decided to use the Yelp Fusion API endpoint. So this function will take the search request of the JSON input here, JSON object, and search businesses based on those parameters. So location, I live in LA, so I put Los Angeles. Categories, obviously restaurants, and term, this could be literally anything. It could be terms from the actual restaurant name, or like burgers, if you want ramen or pasta, whatever. And limit is how many objects it'll return. So just for the sake of this demo, I'm just gonna put one. And yeah, so right here is when it starts. It'll take that information and return restaurant info based on it'll return info, name, phone, ID, alias, which is another version of ID, and their Yelp URL. So given this piece of information we have to work with, I decided to then use two more endpoints on the Yelp Fusion API, which is get reviews and get food insights. Why this is commented out, I will explain. So get reviews will pretty straightforward. It'll return the reviews on the restaurant, and food insights will return food, beverage, and ingredient information that the restaurant uses, which is actually very, very important for what we're doing. However, both of these endpoints are protected in the sense that you need like a higher subscription tier, you pay more, or you need an actual business or business email to access these. So I couldn't access them, but I do have the code here just so you know that I wanted to use them, especially this get food insights. I feel like this would have been very valuable for us to use. My plan was to use these and use whatever got returned from here and plug them into the OpenAI function later, but we'll get to that soon. So moving on, using the business URL, I then wanted to get the actual website for each restaurant, because my plan was to get the menus from the websites and get the ingredients that way, since I couldn't use the get food insights endpoint. So I made a separate page to clear up the code a little bit, called OpenAI. This is the wrong one. Yelp controller.js, and here, where is it? Get reviews, get food insights, scrape Yelp data. So yeah, so here is the code where it'll eventually return an official URL for the website. So I would add that to the restaurant info object up here, and then move on to the next code block, which is get the official menu. So kind of the same thing. We were using the same URL we used up here, the business URL, to get the official menu of the restaurant. So some restaurants, when you click, every restaurant page on Yelp will have like a view full menu option, and that will sometimes open up into another Yelp page that shows all their menu, or it will send it'll be an href link to their actual menu on their website. So getting that information is very important for us to use later for when we're utilizing OpenAI. But regardless, scraping that data and adding it to the restaurant info dot menu to the initial object that we had earlier. Then this is where it gets pretty fun. We are using the OpenAI to analyze the scraped data from the menu to extract dietary information. So on this OpenAI controller.js, I had to prompt engineer this a little bit to get exactly what I wanted. It's definitely feel like it could be improved upon for sure, but as of now, it works perfectly fine. Just extract dietary information from the following text, which is text content. It was basically the scraped content that I got off from the menu that we got from earlier. Make sure to look for words such as vegan, allergy, allergen, ingredients, and keep an eye out for special ingredients that could be potential allergens. So we're using the GPT 3.5 model, and then we return the content. So we'll return that content into the restaurant info.dietary info, add it to the object, and then return that object. So when we run this, it should give us the right information. Just to keep in mind that I did pay for the OpenAI API because I'm using it for another project of mine. But it can't exceed a certain amount of tokens. So if the menu is like too long or something like that, I can't scrape the relevant data. But for this example up here, Tonchin is my personal favorite ramen restaurant in LA. So I thought I would take a try at that, and it seemed to work. So let's see what happens. Let's run the project, give it a moment. Awesome. So it returns the name, the phone number, ID, alias, Yelp URL, and the website, the official website. In this case, it returned the actual menu from the official website, so that's really good as well. But what we really want is the dietary info. So let's see what OpenAI returned. The text contains the dietary information such as gluten-free, vegetarian, and vegan options, so that's really good. Now we know that this restaurant has gluten-free, vegetarian, and vegan options. Close the note about notifying server of any potential allergies, about consuming raw or undercooked meats, poultry, seafood, shellfish, or eggs. So when we know that they sell these ingredients as well. Specific dishes as vegan or vegetarian, such as kimchi mushrooms, cucumber, miso, ginger ramen, yum. So I guess this is a little bit redundant, but I guess it can't hurt to mention specifics as well. Specific toppings also lists specific toppings and ingredients for each dish, including potential allergens such as sesame, soy, and shellfish. So that's really important as well. We know some people are allergic to certain ingredients, so stuff like nuts or sesame and soy in this case. So it's good to know. And the rest is just about alcohol and beverages. But yeah, that's basically the gist of the project. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Definitely learned a lot from this. Yeah, hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.